Hi guys, I'm on for part 2 of making my faux postcards. So I have finished trimming around these ones. These were the ones that I printed after scanning my antique postcards that I have here, and I backed them with the sewing pattern. So what I've done with those is I did sew around the edges. Because I stuck the pattern down with glue stick, it obviously was going to come loose from the edges, as it always does. So I decided that sewing around them was the best thing to do. So I love the way that looks. So they're ready for me to embellish further. But tonight, I think I would like to get on with these. Now, these were the digital postcards that I got from Tracy Lee Crofts on Etsy. She will be linked below. They're absolutely gorgeous pictures that she's got on these. Now, some of my inking that I did stain the front a little bit, but that doesn't matter because I'm going to ink around the edges anyway. And the colour just suits the flowers really nicely too. And there already is this bit of colour on the digital, so it sort of goes quite nicely with the inking that I did. So they have beautiful designs. I did put them under something heavy just to flatten them a bit more. And this is how my inkings turned out. So I was a bit worried about the green because it was very bright when I did it. But of course, when it dries, it mellows out. And I really love the look that I've got on these. Really nice. So I'm thinking we'll try embellishing these a little bit more. Of course, I don't want to do much with this side because it's already beautiful, but I might see if I've got stamps. I'd love to have some Australian flower stamps and that, but if I do, I haven't found them at this point, so it might just have to be some of your vintage people stamps or something. So, but I have cut out some flower pictures that I would like to put on. So I think we'll start with this one. So I can't quite read. I think it's got the flower name down there. I could have tried to match the flowers, but that is getting a bit anal, isn't it? So, let me think. I reckon I'm going to try doing some stamping first. So I'll use this stamp. I might put some text. I'm not sure if it actually says so. It does say something. Analytical table of contents. Yeah. Anyway, I won't sit and read all that. So I might use my walnut stain. And I will grab a scrap bit of paper to test the stamp out on a bit. Just got my Distress Oxide here. They're new, so I might as well use them. And also they're bigger pads. My ink pads are the smaller ones, so I figure it'd be good to use these bigger ones. A bit easier, especially when you're using a bigger stamp. Oh, that's beautiful, isn't it? So let's get that inked up. So I'm going to put that over. Make sure I've got it up the right way. Yes. Put that over here. Doesn't matter if it's not perfectly straight. Lovely. Just leave that paper there. So for this one, I've cut out, I have this wildflower, Australian wildflower books. I have these beautiful little square pictures, so I've cut that one out. I want to put that there. Just debating whether I want something behind it. So what I've got some music paper, which I don't think I'd like. It doesn't really need anything underneath, but I do have a bit of, oh, just rip it out. A bit of shorthand here. So I might just rip that a bit and see what I think. Whether I want to use it or not. Ripped it a bit short, did I? Not that matters. I don't mind that actually. And then I've got some of my labels that I've stamped out. So I don't know where to put it now. I've got the stamp there. Didn't go too bad at the top. And then I did take the name of the flower. It doesn't look that crash hot to stick there. I should have typed them out, but I was too lazy. Whether if I rip it and then ink it, it'll look any good. We might try it and see what we think. If not, I can just leave it as is and figure something out. I do also have some lace. Anyway, I think I'll start by just inking around this shorthand and decide for sure if I want it or not. I sort of like it and I sort of don't. Because I still want to see some of the inking. Maybe we will go without it. I might ink around this, see what I think. Just give it a light ink. Take the white off of the edges. Yeah, that looks good. Now I just want to see if I think any of this would go nicely. It's beautiful. This is lace that I bought from Bonnie at Bonnie and Clive. Absolutely gorgeous lace. Funny thing is, probably just want to use mainly the tulle on this. Flower might not look too bad over that. Just do a bit of hacking. It was sad to cut into this, but needed to be done. I have to have a sip of got my cookies and cream hot chocolate. I'm getting used to them now. So I think we'll stick our picture down. So I hope you're all well. It is freezing here today. You probably get sick of me saying that, because I'm sure it'll be freezing most days for a while now. It's almost midnight. I must go to bed a bit earlier tonight. I'll try at 2 o'clock. I'm trying to wind it back. I should have a pretty good sleep tonight because I did get up at 8:30 this morning. So now for this, I think I will use, I don't know how it's going to go with glue stick. We will try it and see. Probably ruin my stamping. Well, let's run a little bit. Not too bad though, I don't think. Should have done it with my archival ink. Thread there. Don't know if it's meant to be there. And then I'll just run around the outside of it with this to make sure it stays down good enough. That is just lovely lace. I was going to say I'm pretty good at not seeing stuff in people's shops and buying it, but I've been terrible lately. But it's been good to stock up on some of the stuff I haven't been able to find around the place. Yeah, I suppose I should ink this a little bit. I think it sort of looks best down the bottom. It doesn't matter if it covers it up. I have such a dilemma doing these things. Do you want it on there? Yeah, let's just check this out with a bit of ink. I'll try and rip it so I don't rip the word. See, because I might be able to put it on. Oh, that's hard. It's hard when you've got just little bits you want to rip off. So I might be able to put it on something like that. I'll link it up and see. I shouldn't be lazy and I should be typing them out in a nice font. So now, I was almost considering putting some lines there for journaling. Don't really need it though, but let me see. So after all that hunting around, I remembered that I had made a whole lot of these stamps. Some of these would be Australian too. I die cut them out of the books that I get and cut up. Put it next to it. I think I like that one the best. Now, just thinking whether I want a bit of cloth behind the stamp, just for a bit of texture. I might do something like that. So I'll grab my little glue stick. Let's put a bit of glue there. Work that down. Now double check. Yeah, I think I like the smaller stamp. Right, now we need a postmark for that, which I do think I have somewhere around here. I've got a cancellation stamp here. Might even just do that. That'll do. Now, I also just want to check these lines that I've got. I don't know what they look like, but it's in this pack with the magazine for the boys. I don't know if it's cards and paper craft or what, but it has these lines. They look a bit too thick and solid though, but I'll just give them a try and see what they look like. Let's see what a partial of them is like. They're a bit too thick and murky, I reckon. Let's just do a little, see if we get any colour out of that. That'll do. Don't know if you saw that, but there. So I might leave that one like that, quite like that. And that's outside. So yay, we finished one. Let's get on with the others. So maybe I should just do them all sort of quite similar. Make sure they're up the right way. So we'll do a text stamp. That's the way. Give that a wipe down now. And then we've got this red one. That one will go nicely on here. I'll try and rip this apart. So, and we do have other labels. That one will look quite nice on there. Something a bit different. We've got redder tones. Darker brown. Let's stick with that one. Now with the name fit on there. this time. And don't know whether I want some of my lace. Don't mind my band-aid. Got the tiniest little cut in my finger, but I think it was infected because it was very sore, so I had to Dettol it and band-aid it, and it feels much better now. I'll probably paper cut myself. This is such a nice way to wind down for the night. So that'll be that side. And then we've got to finish off this side. Don't mind that. So I'll grab a bit more of this. Going to ink a bit in case I want to use it for the other few that we're doing. Snip a bit off. Dropping my glue. Still think they're too big, those ones. And then I'll grab a cancelled stamp. Any sense, I'll grab these two. So I just want to blot it off a bit. They're very faint, but that's good because they are a bit thick. That one you can't hardly see. It's a bit better. Some of this on these, what we've got them, get them done a bit quicker. Okay, so while I was off cam for a second, I picked the stamps so you didn't have to watch me fumble through them. So we'll get those on. It's just I can take forever, if you haven't noticed, to figure out what I want. All right, done well. Made heaps of mess, so that must mean I achieved something. So we've done these 4. I love them. They're nice colours. I really like that the inking, you know, made the card not so white, and it fits in nicely with the laces and the plants. So that's really cool. And then I just love Tracy's postcards. So if you want to see the rest of them, because as I said, there's a set of them, a whole heap, and they're absolutely beautiful. Go and check out her Etsy. It'll be linked below for you. Yeah, and I hope you like them. So that's one lot of postcards. So at least I've got those ones done for the challenge now. And I think we will work on these ones next. So I've got a few ideas for them as well. So we'll see what we can do with those next. So take care, everyone. Stay safe, and I shall see you again soon. Bye.